Hello friends, I'm Debargha Roy. I'm a second year student of law at Gujarat National Law University. I'm serving as a tutor under UrCurriculum, teaching economics, history, political science, and English. In this module, I'll make an attempt to introduce the First World War, which forms an integral part of history and political science courses undertaken in the high school. It's interesting to ponder upon this question as to what made the War of 1914 be called the First World War. There were different reasons fought before and there were different wars fought before and after War 1914. But why was this war such a milestone for historians? When I tried to seek an answer for that, I found out that there were several reasons as to what made this war be called the First World War. Firstly, this was the first war fought on all terrains possible: land, water, and air. Even the colonies of different European nations, although they were not directly a part of the war, were dragged into this war through their manpower or through their resources, making it a world affair. The impact in terms of the casualties, the civilian casualties, and the impact on the economy was so huge that it impacted the entire world ecosystem. From here, it's very important and interesting to note that such events like world wars or and any event for the matter of fact influences a lot of is an outcome of a lot of changes in the geopolitics and international relations of those times, and also such events impact geopolitics of the present times as well. So out of all this, as a student of history, what's most important to note from this is the shift in the international relations that take place during such periods. The story of World War I begins somewhere around 1870 during the Franco-Prussian War between France and Germany, where Germany under Kaiser William II won the war. That somehow marked the beginning of aggressive nationalism. After occupying parts of France, Alsace, Lorraine, and some other peripheral areas, Germany began to aspire to rule over the continent and perhaps even the world. The French were still looking for an opportunity to avenge for the defeat that was caused in the Franco-Prussian War. Thus, Italy was also discontent with as the port of Trieste was lost to Austria-Hungary. Such causes were leading to a formation of bloc that we could see. On one hand, there was France, which tied up with Britain and Russia. On the other hand, we could see formation of alliances even in case of Germany, where Germany formed an alliance with Austria-Hungary, where the treaty said that in case of an enemy attack, they would help each other. Soon, Italy also joined that alliance that made it called the Triple Alliance. So on one hand, we see the Triple Entente on the French side, and we see the Triple Alliance on the German side. So once the alliances were formed, we could see the start of an era of aggressive nationalism, where the nationalism was based, the people were made to feel the superiority of the nation over the others. The mutual understanding and harmony that prevailed in the world was somewhere lost in aggressive nationalism. And obviously with aggressive nationalism came the armament race. The defense budgets of different nations started to increase tremendously. The economy started to take a toll, but the priority went on for the conflict. Thus, from here we see the rise of the tensions and how it is going to soon impact the world history. This marked division of Europe into two camps later on will affect the foreign policy as well. The second part of the story here develops in the Balkan region, where four nations, Serbia, Bulgaria, Montenegro, and Greece, started a war against the Turks. However, in their second phase, there were some internal conflicts amongst them that made Serbia and Greece, with the support of Russia, defeat Bulgaria, an ally of Austria-Hungary. So you see how the interference of different nations, European nations in this conflict, made this conflict not just a Balkan conflict but a world conflict here. Now when we come to the immediate cause that triggered the war, it was the Sarajevo crisis. Mind you, it's the most interesting cause that led to the war. On 28 June 1914, the Crown Prince of Austria, Sir Archduke Francis Ferdinand, and his wife were assassinated by Bosnians. A person who was allegedly the murderer here the assassin here was Gavrilo Princip, who was thought to be a Serb here. The Bosnians, under the in association with Serbia, were held guilty of this atrocity. Thus, Austria, here we see that Austria asked Serbia to hand over the assassin as an ultimatum. Austria was clear in its role that you give us the assassin, the suspected assassin, and we'll take care of the rest. But Serbia denied all the allegations. Serbia here declined the ultimatum, and that severely impacted boosted the international tensions. So when Austria was when Serbia denied the ultimatum, we could see Austria declaring a war on Serbia. Immediately, we could see due to the Russian involvement in support of the Serbs, Germany also got into the war and declared a war on Russia. So you see how first Austria declared a war against Serbians, then Russia pledged support towards Serbians, right? And again, we see Germany declare a war against Russia. So you see how the politics of the Balkan nations became the politics of the world, and this started the First World War. So if you want to know more about world history, Indian history, economics, civics, and also English, if you want to learn with me, please do join my courses under UrCurriculum. They'll be available soon, and I hope to see you in the classroom. Take care. Bye bye.